I got a few people actually like watching the roads while I'm driving. So I might as well explain to you where I am. But right now I am in SNR. I was about to say that we are in SNR because I feel like when I'm driving around, you're there with me. We're looking at here at the road that they have put asphalt yesterday. So they're tarmacking this road that don't used to have used to be the roughest part of our road here in Barangay Pulang Batu. So they have stopped here because it was raining so hard they can't finish it. Hopefully they will finish it until where all these rough roads are. As you can see, it's like this. The gravels are showing up because the contractor have used more gravel and sand than cement, and he's doing his own mix. So there's like a part here that's like this. You can see on the road that it's rough, like it's as it goes on raining, it becomes like a paddling pool. It's got loads of holes. So see, the worst one is what they have done, the worst with holes on it. So these are the part with rows of holes, but the not so bad. They have leave it for a while because it's got typhoon here in the Philippines as of the moment, so it's not good for working on roads, especially doing tarmac. So this one area as well here, they're gonna have to do that cement tarmacking as well, but it's not so bad on this one. On the ones that they've done, they got a little bit here, and now we're going to they're still there anyway. You can see that the the roller is still there, so it's not finished yet because this is still part of the rough road of that contractor. And instead of 5 meters wide road, it's only 4 meters. You know, the corruption. Now if you meet something like this, you'll all be trying to get a nice edge to stand on, because even not, the people are also they're not helping, putting their stuff protruding on the road. But so far drivers here are taking turns to accommodate each other with this rough road. But it's not so much now left because they have, it's about 3 kilometers of this rough road, and they have already done half of it, putting tarmac on top, which is what we're gonna be on the next lot here. And that's it. The problem of having the rough area will be solved on this going up to the hill. So next is the illumination. So that means there will be electric poles extending from here going up, which is a good news to me because that's what will be used by the cable companies providing internet cables. That I mean the fiber internet. So this is one part that they have done all the way down to the welding man's place. So I am just talking about the road right now, but I am trying to let you introduce you to be familiarized with my place here in Cebu City. And we're still here. So I'm going out today because Janelle is absent, like I said. So I just let Julito and Daloy pick up materials. They have picked up 1,200 blocks yesterday, and they got 200 more to pick up, and then after that they'll be picking up sand. So the time's not wasted. That's what they're gonna be working on if Janelle is on vacation. So I'm here now nearing the welding man's place. So this is the welding man's place. You can see they're starting to put on the curls. You can see the curls on the bottom already done, so they can put it up on the top. And I don't think it will be long now for the gate to be finished. You can see all the trucks here that's working on the road will soon be back there today, because it's Friday today, the last day of the government work. Because you know that we don't work the government offices here is only Monday to Friday. So Old B don't know, but today I'll be picking up the blue barrels that he ordered. So he keeps on moaning it's taking so long, but I didn't tell him until I gave him this SD card that his 4 blue barrels at 1,000 pesos each will be picked up today. So I just like ride on, and keeps on moaning that it's taking so long, blah blah blah, just buy me the expensive one, blah blah blah. And then, oh, there he is, expensive one. So he will be shocked later. So I'm here now in our main Pulang Bato area. I'm here on the back roads of Mandaue City, and this is where I gotta go to SNR. So it's not on the main road, on the back roads, because there's not a lot of checking on the pass, which is taking the traffic, making the traffic, I mean, and it's taking so long for us to go through. It add additional hour to the trip just to have a check on your QR pass, which is the Cebu City is doing. So by going to the back roads of Mandaue City, they will just look at your plate number and you go okay to go. So this is the way that you can see Mandani Bay up across, and the Bay Hotel on the left side. Here, this is Tipolo, Mandaue. And you also see the Colegio Immaculada Concepcion, and then I will be passing through Park Mall. So that's the Nippon Scaffolding Rentals here, and so I'm here to cross over. There's no lights here, there's no officer. You just have to take it slowly because there's so many holes on the road. I'm now joining in Mandaue Highway. This is North Reclamation Area, Mandaue City. There you can find the 2 new hospitals here, the UC Med and the Chonghua Hospital. But this is a better way to go to SNR. It's faster. Got 4 lanes on both sides. The only trouble sometimes when there's school and that back roads, because it's just gonna be a hilarious traffic as well, because just one car picking up one kid, and then so many of them just queuing up on the side, which clog up the road. So you can see up ahead SNR there. I'll be turning left towards it. It's a nice day today. It has been raining so hard yesterday. I hope it's not gonna be like that next week, when Janelle will go back to work, so we can have more done. But right now I am in SNR. I was about to say that we are in SNR because I feel like when I'm driving around, you're there with me. So there's not a lot of people here. So when you enter SNR, you gotta have to go right immediately on the first turn. But like most people want to be near the entrance, but I'd rather be away from this people. If there is a lot of space for parking, I would rather go further because of all the carts to be there, and they open the door, they just smack you, and I'm on my small car, so I'd like to take care of it. But usually, even with my old banger, I just go out away from it all further, because I know most people wants to be nearer. So it won't be long now. Today is August 14. So August 15 will be the mandatory face mask, face shield wearing. So you have two to wear if you're a commuter. But if you have your own vehicle, you're not having it. But I don't know which city will be imposing the same thing, face mask, face shield. But I know it is imposed by the LFTRB. Sorry, the Land Franchising and Transportation Regulatory Board, and that's usually imposed for commuters when they go on jeepneys and buses, because August 15 there'll be more jeepneys allowed to go out, and that's one way to protect the public. If they're hoping that on August 15 we will be on lower than GCQ and GCQ, I hope it will be. Then there will be more shops open, because so many dogs in here and outside. I'm here in Park Mall. I want to check on the caulking department store, because I know they have some El Cheapo hinges there for my windows for the budget bungalows. So the cheaper it is, the better. And not really cheap that it won't even attach to the window sides, but you know what I mean. Enough that fits them, not those stainless steel thick hinges, because just enough that makes it work. So I'll have a look at what as well the scrunchies, like old B wanna use for his filtration system. And so I'll have a look in here, and so I could quickly go home, then arrange the pickup of those blue barrels. It seems like a jam to look for parking space here. Let's go in the back. Gotta go in the back where I'm near the trees. Oh, there's plenty in the back, because I know people don't like parking far because they don't want to walk. I'll just park here, or wait. Oh. Wow, he advertised that he's a lawyer. I was lucky to find a parking space, because obviously they are very busy today, because this parking lot on the back usually don't have much parking other than it's really busy. So for me to be struggling to find a parking space here, they must be really busy. So I just quickly go to caulking, and all their plant displays are all open, because someone's asking me about this. And obviously they're all open. You can see it here. Oh, they have some nice orchids in here. I bought some. So, but I'll just go and get my hinges, and then I could go home. I'm now here in Park Mall. So I see that there's a lot of shops that's open now. I'll go up to Kaking. Okay. So now I understand why there's so many people here. The parking lots are all filled up because most of their shops, I only see one or two that's closed, but all of them seems to be open. There's the American Bazaar. This all, I don't, just rubbish. This is what I find in Kaking. They don't have much of the hinges, but I'll see what I can find on the cheaper one. I have checked in Kaking, and it's not the... I have bought some samples of the hinges, the cheap ones. See if I could work on it. I want to go back to like the AS Fortuna way, so I could check on that. Mr. DIY, I wonder about all these Chinese shops. They have so many cheap stuff, but it's so noisy. Like, it's giving me headache there because all the, like, the beat of their music. So I'm gonna go in another Chinese shop in Park Mall to get all the scrunchies that all be wanted for his koi karpan. This road here is the back road where University, Cebu Doctors University is. And this is also where you find Jack Motors or the King Long. It's not the place, not Jack Motors. But this is my way to go back to Park Mall. Park Mall way, so I could go to the main highway of Mandaue City. Then I'll go left towards the turning of AS Fortuna, so I could stop in J Center and pick up those crunchies that all be wanted. So you can see that there's no traffic here because again, these are the back roads. Now we're joining on to the main North Reclamation Highway. So it's stopped. Slowly go to the inner lane so I could turn on the left. What you're looking at there is Bai Hotel. It's a newish hotel. It will be near the Mandaue Bay area, of which you can see that this Mandaue Bay area will be a 21 building estate. You know, the whole block, I think they have two blocks that will be 21 buildings there, and most of the condominiums apparently is bought by Chinese. I'm not a fan of condominiums, so if somebody asks me advice about what property to invest, I believe that land is a better investment because you have the capital gains growth and you have the control of the land, because after 50 years or the condominium will not be viable or economical to be just maintained. They will just destroy the building, and where is your condo? So whereas with land, as long as you have the title to it and it's because so many holes in there, unbelievable. Sorry, what are they doing here in the city? I could feel much of the potholes when I'm in these small cars. That, sorry, I just have to stop. Yeah, for me, the best investment will be a land, and that's why I bought more around my area, because you will have the growth, the capital growth, of course, and you don't have the maintenance of like the condo dues. And what you're buying in a condo is only the room, and you will be dictated to the rules of what you can put in that room. So I like the freedom of having your own land and do what you can, and that will be like by the people that's gonna be living on my village park paradise will experience that. Mr. and Mrs. Turner, JT, you will experience the proprietorship enjoyment of having a property. Nobody will tell you what to do, or a homeowners association that will be dictating of rules that you can do with your own property. And that's why the reason that I live up the hill, I get out of subdivisions because of those rules that impose to others and exempts others. But of course, people like the security of seeing that there's a guard when they come in, saluting on them, and that's not me. I would rather play it low-key, and that's why I notice it around my neighborhood. Look at the owner of the backhoe. I told you that he's a multi-millionaire dollar wise, because he got 10 trucks, 10-wheeler trucks, and five back diggers and different businesses around the area. But when you look at him, he's just like an order. They just look like dressed down, just very simple. So I'm going here on the back roads, but I'm going on the left road, not on the right, so I could join into the main highway of Cebu, Mandaue City, which across you can see the famous beer of the Philippines, San Miguel beer. Stop ko sa voice set. Okay, I'll just stop here. I'll turn off, just save my batteries. I am now in the Mandaue Highway, and it's like 3 lanes both sides, so 6 lanes in all, with a island on the middle. And I'm going to the left to the AS Fortuna Road, so I could stop by J Center to get the scrunchies of what Obi wanted, and then home. And as you can see here, that the clouds, it was so sunny and nice this morning, it's now becoming gray again, which is a good thing that Junel's absent, because I won't be accommodating work for him during this rainy season, although I do have the windows aligned for him to be done when it's raining. But the budget bungalow is not the priority anymore. So if you look at there on the right, that's the factory of the feeds, Pacifica Agrivet. That's where you can buy wholesale on feeds. Now I'm going to the right now. That's Toyoko Inn, that's J Center, where I was there yesterday, so I know what's in there. What's with the, oh, sounds like you got a puncture, but it's actually their little humps that they have put on line on the road. I'm here in the parking lot of Park Mall. I just go up quickly and get this scrunchies that Old B wanted, because this is the cheapest place that I bought. I've seen that in the Chinese merchant up there, and it seems like you have no entrance here. You gotta have to walk over. They seem to be very tight on their lights for the parking area, so I gotta walk over there. So I should have parked nearer here. No wonder they're all just parking near here. Now I see. So I gotta go up. That's the entrance going into the parking area of Park Mall. And this is the entrance to go up inside the mall. So that's the guard there. I'm now back here in J Center, and I'm going up to that Mr. DIY shop to get all the Chinese. You can get all your Chinese product here, from tools to different stuff, but it's just so noisy there. But I know where to get them what else so I can quickly get in and get out. And that's the Me department store. Just the Mr. DIY. So these are the items you can find here. Just getting out of J Center parking lot. I'm going to the right, and the one in front of me is just so slow and taking the chance to go out. So I'm on the way home before it rains so hard again, like they have this afternoon. Yesterday afternoon rather. So on my way home, there's not much for building coverage today because my main man Junel is absent. So you can see up the hill, look, it's already start raining. Just starting raining. So I'll go on the left because there seems to be a barrier here on the front. Oh no, there's a truck as well in there, just stand by. So I have no choice but to stay in this lane. And this is AS Fortuna, where you find on this road Cebu home builders and a lot of establishment like Tata Motors. The most of the one that I have featured around Mandaue City, I featured a lot of shops around here. So the sun is going out again, it's shining on. So how come we can still go? Oh, it's blocked with old motorbikes. And that's Honda Cebu as well in there on the left side. So I gotta have to turn off so I could drive a bit faster. This is Hernan Cortez extension that will go to Cabancalan. This is still in Mandaue City. I didn't go straight on to the AS Fortuna Road because the traffic seems to be getting slower and slower. So that means it's clogged up right on the end for that inspection again, like what happened yesterday. So in here, it seems to be flowing better except for this multi-cab that don't seem to have the speed, but not too bad because there's no clog up like it was in AS Fortuna. In here, you'll be connecting, this is like the back roads, you'll be connecting to Cabancalan Road. And what's the most of the around here are apartments, like the 643 apartments there, and small offices like geodetic offices and mechanics, and nothing much. So that's the hose bar, Korean bar. So I'm going to the left at the end of the road, and that's the Cabancalan Road on the crossing up ahead. Oh, there's a bus here. Route number 2. So I have to show you these routes because I got a few people actually like watching the roads while I'm driving, so I might as well explain to you where I am, and they like it. Also, look at all the electric cables. That's really such an eyesore over here. They haven't sorted out like most parts of the city, so they're not alone with that. So I'm going to the left, like I said. That will be connecting to Cabancalan and to the Talamban Road. Here you can find Ison Surplus, one of the cheapest surplus centers where you can find that one on the right is Ison Surplus, where you can find used multi-cabs, construction equipments like diggers and like vans and trucks, because they're one of the biggest importers of Japan surplus vehicles. So this one is just halfway across Cabancalan, and as we go further on, this is quite a good road up here because it's got 4 lanes, 2 on each side, so it seldom gets clogged up in this one, unlike in AS Fortuna, because it's the main road for central Mandaue that's connecting to the highway. It seems to be that's what most people prefer. So me, I like going on the back roads when it's traffic, because when I used to learn how to drive before, I look at the maps and see where are the back roads. And I've seen that STS kitchen, stainless steel kitchens, is open now. And on this road as well, where you can find Sendai Motors and for Mandaue branch, and also the Piaggio by Ape. That I should not pronounce it as Ape, whatever. But that's one that with the 188 per day tricycle thing. That's GRA surplus there for trucks. And here on the right, that's where you can say the Ape there. The 188 per day by Piaggio commercial vehicles. I'll be featuring them again to see the update on, because I've seen that they have scooters, manual scooter, not the scooter trucks, and bicycles, like toy scooter. And I'm now to the end of Cabancalan, where there is another checkpoint, but it seems to be flowing right okay, so it's not as clogged up as AS Fortuna. So this is the start of the Mandaue jurisdiction of the Cabancalan. So after this jurisdiction here, this is now the Cabancalan Cebu City. There, from this Beco power plant there, this is now the Cebu City jurisdiction. So the traffic officers from Mandaue cannot just impose their weight on here, because they are good at issuing tickets. It seems like it's their hobby, without acknowledging, just issue. At least on the Cebu City, you still can, oh sir, like, can ask and plead. Even in Mactan, like, give you a chance before they issue you a ticket. But in here, they seem to have a quota of how many paper that they can issue in a day, that they just issue. So in here, in this area, they're not the Mandaue traffic cannot impose their weight on here. This is already Cebu City. So I'm going to the right to my usual route, which is now the Talamban Road. Now you're familiar with this route. today is Friday, and I'm expecting around this afternoon there will be a lot of traffic, because usually in Saturdays they are very busy in the grocery shops. That's why the traffic is really tight, like a few distance here, a few distance there. So I'm on my way home. What's the police on? And that's the Gaisano Grand with a striped blue building. That's one of the malls here in Talamban. So the traffic's not so bad. It flows faster than I expect. So what's the taxi? Come on, taxi. Oh, you just do the signal just when you're there on your turning point. Let's turn this off because it seems to be plugged up there on the corner. There's a few of these 10-wheelers up ahead.